On Tuesday's The View, the co-hosts slammed Megyn Kelly for her feud with Jane Fonda. Watch the video below. When Fonda appeared on Megyn Kelly Today last fall, she was taken aback when the host asked about her plastic surgery. The actress was critical of Kelly's question in a few media appearances, prompting Kelly to fire back on Monday. The TV personality argued that it was a fair topic to broach since Fonda has openly discussed her cosmetic procedures, and called out the screen legend for her controversial past as a Vietnam War protester. Now on the ABC talk show, they showed clips of both Fonda and Kelly's remarks, with the latter ending by saying of the movie star, "Honestly, she has no business lecturing anyone on what qualifies as offensive," declared Whoopi Goldberg. Nor do you. Nor do you. Joy Behar agreed, and exclaimed, "To drag the Vietnam War into a plastic surgery conversation is a real stretch, Megyn." Okay, Behar continued, and also, why are people more angry with Fonda about the Vietnam War than they are with Nixon and LBJ and people who lied about the war and sent boys as cannon fodder to that unjust and filthy war? It amazes me how you can focus on Jane Fonda," responded Meghan McCain. "It's one thing to be a politician making policy and sending people to war. It's a whole nother thing to be an actor going over and spreading anti-propaganda. It was a very, very big deal." Still, McCain admitted, "I don't like any of this in general because I do think when you're revisiting things as serious as anti-war propaganda and people going over in such a context, it has nothing to do with plastic surgery and it's much more serious than the issue at hand." Sunny Hostin remarked, "What bothered me is I've never seen a journalist do anything like that." Behar snarked, "Who's a journalist? Not anymore." Guest co-host Ann Curry commented, "The reason you don't see this is because journalists are not supposed to be the story. We're supposed to be humble. We're supposed to use whatever time we're given to shine a light on other stories. I mean, there are so many stories that we're not covering. To take time with this, it's not journalism." Behar then continued to be snarky when she said Fonda should have replied to Kelly, "How much work have you had, bitch?" That prompted McCain to say, "All of this is beneath all of us. We are lacking right now people like Ann." "I do agree with you that there are so many more provocative and interesting topics to cover." Goldberg acknowledged that, but said into the camera to speak to Kelly, "If I can forgive you for telling all of my friends' black children that Santa's only white, you can step back. Because you made a mistake. You made a mistake. We all make mistakes. You gotta lighten up, babe. Jane made a mistake and she's copped to it." The moderator added, "For you to do that, it's so not you," said Hostin, "and not only is it not her, it is not the Today Show. She's part of the Today's brand at 9 o'clock in the morning. She is now the highest paid anchor at NBC. And given what has happened at NBC, given what happened with Mal Lauer, and how bad is this for NBC at this point, what Megyn did and just the culture there? The decision really is what the viewers will allow, or accept or not accept," Curry replied, saying there is a certain amount of meanness in society right now that we should not tolerate. She argued, "We are better than this. We are made of good stuff. We can reach out to each other and listen." Behar pointed out, "Well, they were mean to you over at the Today Show," to which Curry amusingly replied, "Here we go." Curry didn't seem to walk to talk about her controversial past, which opened the door for Behar to surprisingly admit, "I have to apologize to Megyn Kelly. I didn't mean to call her a bitch. I like her, actually. I've met her at parties. I just think she's struggling for a persona. Like a comedian is looking for, who am I on stage? She doesn't know who she is, and that's the problem." Along those lines, McCain confessed, "When you leave the Fox News bubble and you decide to do network TV, let me tell you, I'm experiencing it myself. It can be a rocky, rough road." She added, "It's important to show a perspective. I'm so disappointed she doesn't do politics anymore because I think it's so important to show a conservative on network television, and I think that's where she's lacking." It should be noted The View is under the purview of ABC News, which is a competitor of NBC News, the branch that oversees Today. Check out the video below.